Right now I'm trying to think about Sergio's smooth pull the chain move. Good morning, Miracle Swingers. I am fired up because I'm pumping out this video so I can get to the golf course and start pounding golf balls. Now, I want to tell you the story about this 200-yard 7-iron, okay? So my 7-iron distance for years and years has been 165 yards with my Hogan blades, okay? 165 yards stock 7-iron. Well, when I checked out the new technology, my buddy John, he's like, well, if you hit that old technology, you're never going to hit it as far as you can. And so he plays the tailor-made P770s. Well, I hit a P790 in Roger Dunn, and I couldn't believe that I could actually hit it over 180 yards. But generally, I played these new 7-irons about 175 yards. So that's a 10-yard difference between the old blades and the new technology, at least, maybe 12 yards. But something's happened with this new stuff, if you're following along, that I'm standing closer to the ball, I'm rotating faster, and I'm hitting balls over 190 yards with my 7-iron. 193 yards. And then I tried this little Sergio move and I hit one 200 yards. So this is wild stuff that's happening. Now, this episode, when you're going to watch this range session, I think it's very important to watch it and listen to what I'm talking through. Because at first when I got to the range, I thought I lost it, but I didn't. It's a process. You have to go through it and you have to understand it and you have to know why and what is happening in your body. Everybody talks about tempo, but I want my force vectors to release simultaneously into the back of the ball to get the most compression with the least amount of effort. Okay, that's the key to golf. That's why pros like Sergio hit the ball like they do. Now listen, all of this is based on the over-the-top miracle swing. This is the best and easiest way to hit the golf ball. Okay, I have a 7-part video series. I think it's the best in class. You ought to pick it up. And if you want to learn this in person, you can email me, Christo at miracleswingexperience.com. You can set up a private personal lesson, or you can come to my final golf school of the year, which is August 31st and September 1st. That's 4 weeks away, okay? People are signing up right now. Now, please don't forget, if you like these videos, to click like, subscribe, leave a comment if you have a question. Now, let's get into today's amazing video. Right now, I'm fooling around with like a Ben Hogan version of standing closer to the ball and a Sam Snead version. They're slightly different in the way I use my hips and lower body. Snead, I'm a little more centered. Hogan, there's more lateral. All right, guys, so this day was filled with great anticipation. Here I am doing my little Snead inside and over the top practice swing. The Snead swing is more centered. There's a little less lateral motion than when I do the Ben Hogan version. So here I am hitting a pitching wedge, and I'll tell you guys a story. So you can see I've already hit a bunch of golf balls. I've already hit a large bucket, basically. You can see how much I've already carved out of the turf. But the deal is this. I came out here so fired up because my previous range session, I was hitting the ball a freaking mile, new records, personal records on how far I could hit it. And the ball wasn't going anywhere this day. 119-yard pitching wedge. So I'm like, okay, we got to do something here. So guess what I did? I forced myself to move even closer to the golf ball. So now my pitching wedge was starting to go pro distances again. A pro will normally hit a pitching wedge over 140, maybe say 145 to 150. Some, obviously there's crazy long people like Bryson, but to me a pro pitching wedge is, 140 plus, say 145. So now I'm going to switch over here, take my 8-iron out, and see what my distances are like. So my old stock 8-iron used to be 150 with the blades. And now with the new swing, I'm hitting this around 170 like you just heard. So that was 167. On the course, I play it like, 165. I'm usually not trying to hit these clubs as hard as I can, but it's nice to know what the upper end is. Yeah, so about 165 is what I'm thinking of with a smooth 8-iron. Now this is one I went after. 176 yards. So 176 yard 8-iron, that used to be my 6-iron. And I can't, this is a whole different game, okay? So a lot of people are like, yeah, well, I want to play with blades. I only play with blades. And I'll tell you, I only played with blades for 14 years. Well, now, the last 2 times I've gone out, I've played with pros. One guy who's played in PGA Tour events. And I tied one of them. I just don't think in the modern game you have to play classic yards. Blades. I think that, you need to consider some technology. It's not a bad idea. 171 yards. So here I am hitting this 8-iron down the line. I wanted to take a look at how I was turning. 164 yards. I'm definitely maintaining my tush line a little bit better. I've always had a tendency to early extend, probably always had a little bit of it, but I'm turning better. $183 yards. Okay, now I've moved up to my 7-iron. 186 yards. $192 yards. So just to let you know, when I first started doing this swing standing closer to the ball, I did have a tendency to pull it. 194 yards. But I've worked that out now. Open the face a little bit, and I get more of that straight shot. 192 yards. Yeah, so these 7-irons are 190 plus, in the low 190s. Oh, here's my foot slipping. I wanted to show that to you. 189 yards. That tells me my ground pressures are correct.
$193 yards.
Yeah, but as I was saying, I will pull out this 7-iron from like 185 to 190.
194 yards.
I get really warm out here and I start going for it. So let's watch a little slow motion here. Yeah, I'm definitely rotating better standing a little closer to the ball. So here I am feeling that low left, pull the chain, rotate, pull the arms in like the last one I was talking about, a figure skater or ballet dancer. But the same goes for a martial artist. If you're a martial artist, you pull your arms in to do a spinning back kick or a spinning back fist.
197 yards.
So that's a 197-yard 7-iron.
193 yards.
Right now I'm trying to think about Sergio's smooth pull the chain move and just release it low left.
That was smoked.
193 yards.
Very effortless power.
193 yards.
200 yards with a 7-iron. So guys, pick up the Miracle Swing, get your game going at a level you've never had it before. I hope you hit them long and hit them straight.
It feels like you can't miss.
I hit over 200 balls, 0 slice.
Pretty.
Yeah, like I'm trying to mess one up on purpose and I can't.
I am a miracle swinger. And thank you so much.